Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Yamato and we're on Sleeping Giant and it's a domination. And I feel like I've done this intro about 60 times because every freaking video I make is a domination match on a freaking map that is either Sleeping Giant or Sea of Fortune. But, how are you guys been? Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day. I am having a pretty solid day. Not that upset, ever, right? But, no, we're going to be in the Yamato. We're going to try to hold our side, as usual. But we're going to be up against some formidable foes. And by formidable foes, I mean literally the entire enemy team, and somehow our team is going to throw this match. So, hopefully you guys are ready. We're going to get this party started. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Initially, the Yamato is going to be kind of one of those passive games where I know what happens if I push forward too early. So I'm going to try to push forward a little bit to where I can actually see enemy ships, and then I'm going to try to actually engage and then back off a little bit and see what's going to happen with the teams. We're going to get some pretty horrendous dispersion at times, and then we're going to get some absolutely godly dispersion. So it's going to be one of those games that you guys definitely want to stick around for. If you're looking at the title and going, I wonder what he means by going out with style, trust me, you will want to see how the... Ooh, hello! If you're going to gift wrap it for me, I'll go ahead and throw up my spotter plane and get the entire salvo away while you're completely broadside on. Now, remember, gross occur first is broadside on at Citadel range, but unfortunately we don't get a Citadel, though we do get 32,000 damage in the opening salvo. So, that's a good start. I mean, if you're going to give it to me, I might as well take it, am I right? Now, here we're going to go ahead and try to hit this Roma, and unfortunately, as will be the case with a couple of these matches, we're just not going to get any luck because the islands are going to protect the enemy more than anything else. We have very, very good shots on people, and the islands steal them from us. But we're going to get chunked pretty hard here early on, because, like I said, everybody's going to be in front of us. We got the Charles Martel, we've got the Edinburgh, we've got the Grossaker first, we got two Romas, we got a Yami coming our way. We've got everybody coming over to this side of the match. And what do I get for teammates? Well, I get a cruiser, I get a destroyer that's gonna be useless, and I get a battleship in a Roma that is literally gonna... Oh my god! Thank God for the timing there. It's a good thing I started backing up, huh? But, oh, hello, Yami. Welcome to the fight. I appreciate you shooting me and letting me know you're there. Glad you didn't delete me. But, yeah. That was great dispersion, wasn't it? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to have some amazing dispersion in this one. You're going to see shots where I just pull the trigger on somebody who's at this sort of range in a Yamato, and all of my shells are going to miss them. Because that's why. Because we take a shot though, but you're going to see other shots like this where the dispersion is absolutely godly, and we're going to chunk him and getting, what, 10,000 damage there? Or close to it, 8,000 damage. Anyway, the cruisers are starting to become an issue. We know we have two destroyers out there. One of them was at A, so we're not worried about that. The other one is directly in front of us in C, so we've got to be careful there. But as you can see, Yamato is starting to feel some type of way, so he's pushing forward. And so we're going to try to keep chunking him. And, really, game? Just spread the shells out just enough to miss the Yami. Because, I mean, it's one of the largest ships in the game. Why would I be able to hit him while he's basically not moving in the daytime? Now, I know Yamato didn't exactly have an amazing fire control system. It also had some inaccuracies because it was rushed construction. The 18-inch guns weren't exactly the greatest quality. I get that. But at the same time, I'm shooting at another Yamato. We hit two shells that time. One of them ricochet, one of them overpin. But as you can see, we're still backing off a little bit. We've got most of our team going through the center of the map right now. They've already killed one of their destroyers, so that's good on us. That means we're going to be able to take the A cap and we already have the B cap, then deny the enemy any more points. As long as we can manage to take out the enemy ships, that is. Because right now they actually have all of the points lead. Now we get another 10,000 damage off of the Yami. We're pushing forward now, being a little bit more aggressive. This is where I start to kind of trick the enemy as best I can. I'm going to be moving forward and to the left, trying to get a good shot at the Yamato, but also allowing the enemy cruisers who were spotting me every time I fire the guns, allowing them to see me disengage this side. Now, one of the reasons I do this is because I try to get the enemy to do what I want them to do. And if I sit here and just trade bow to bow the entire game, there are more of them than there are me, I'm going to lose that fight, right? So, ooh, hello, Roma. Again, you're giving it to me? Now, he's barely moving, so I try to get the shot. It looked like it was going to be a pretty good shot, but unfortunately, it isn't meant to be. We don't actually hit him. Now, we are spotted right now, disengaging from this side. Until we decide to come back. And this is something I like to do quite a bit, is where I'll disengage a side and then just swing a big circle and come back. Because people will just quit paying attention. They're like, okay, Yami's leaving, we're good. We don't have to worry about it. Notice that we still have a battleship all the way over at A, who's literally not fighting anything. There's no enemy ships left over there, and he is still sailing over towards the backside of the island. I don't know what he's doing. But we have a Charles Martel out here, and so we're going to try to engage him. The enemy are about to start making their push into sea. The enemy Yamato that was out in front of us is pushing up. The enemy destroyer is putting himself into the middle of our entire team, and so he cannot be long for this world. But it looks like our battleship could be a little worse for the wear too. Now we get a shot at the Edinburgh, and unfortunately just get 3 overpins. This is not unexpected. It's a light cruiser. We hit towards the rear of the ship, so it is a thing. But as you can see, destroyer takes out our Jean Bart, and then immediately gets taken out by our Kagura, which is huge. But we are fighting from behind at this point, and so you'll see I am able to get all of my guns to bear on a target. But I'm not leaving myself open to being citadeled. Oh, hello, Grosser first. Welcome back to the party. Glad you have decided to join us. I'm going to see how this goes for you. We get 1 penetration and one bounce. Really, game? Really? It's literally the largest ship in the game. And I hit him with 2 shells at these ranges. He was less than 15 kilometers, or right around 15 kilometers from us. And I just completely whiffed. That is the beauty of the Yami. It will both give and take during the course of the match. The goal is to give more than you take. And this Roma's about to find out that, yes, we can in fact still hit people. And so we took about 10,000 off of him, and that's a pretty normal chunk. This Charles Martel, I'm not gonna lie, this guy is very I am underestimating his top speed, because I try to guess where he's gonna be. He's not really going that fast, so I give him a little more than a normal battleship at full throttle, and then he just hits the afterburners and is gone. Narrowly missing deletion right there. But he's still alive. But that being said, we still have a disadvantage in ships. We have taken out another ship. We have the Charles Martel way out there. We have the Roma up close. We've got the Grosse Kurfürst, and the Grosse Kurfürst is about to pull around the corner broadside. Now, they already lost their Yamato, thank God. But, hello, Grosse. How you doing, buddy? You forget about me? Well, you'll remember this. Pow! Just absolutely chunking him. Taking a huge hit off of him. And that takes us up to 114,000 damage. But there's more where that came from, because he's not going to make the same mistake again, right? So, they have an Edinburgh, they have a Roma, they have a Grosse Kurfürst, and I have me. Now, luckily, our other battleship that has been doing absolutely nothing the entire game is a Yamato, and he is heading this direction with a very good size health pool, and somehow I have managed to not be shot most of the time in a Yamato, which is pretty impressive to me. But as you can see, I'm starting to aim at the front guns of the Gross Kurfürst. One of the weaknesses of the Gross Kurfürst, the huge superstructure that allows you to get lots of damage off of it, but also the guns. The guns are very, very weak in terms of being able to take them out. So I'm going to be starting to reverse. I know there's an Edinburgh there. He just laid a smoke screen. And look, torpedoes. Who'd have thunk it? It's almost like we saw that one coming. Are we going to be able to torpedo beat? It looks pretty good. Yep, just slipped it. Just slipped it. Uh-oh. There is one that is heading directly for us now, unfortunately. But, yep, we're gonna take it right on the belt. 6,800 damage, not too bad. We get a much better shot that time into the Grosse Kurfürst, getting 5 penetrations, and that again is what I'm talking about when I say that you can get a lot of damage off the superstructure of German battleships as well as American battleships. They have a lot of hit points, whereas our superstructure has been saturated, as you can tell by the coal black superstructure that is our superstructure currently. It has been heavily damage saturated. The Roma is now resorted to trying to set us on fire. The Grosse Kurfürst is backing off a little bit, and we are still trying to shoot into that superstructure / guns. We do temporarily, again, knock out his gun, but the Yamato that had all of his health and still has half of his health because he's sailing broadside to a Grosse Kurfürst and a Roma is going to continue to sail broadside to them because of reasons that I am unaware of. Maybe he thought he had entered the Konami code correctly, but he was wrong. Pretty sure he failed on the last couple entries on the Konami code because he is going to get punched in the mouth real hard. Now we're starting to push forward. I've got a second Yamato. I want to try to close the distance while they're focused on him so that I can get more damage on these guys. Now Edinburgh sticks his nose out here just temporarily, and so I try to hurry the shot, get the shot up, and you saw it pop up just as I pull the trigger. They're going to hit the island. Dang it! The game continues to allow the enemy to get away with that. And it's so frustrating, that little delay, just long enough for me to pull the trigger, and then all of a sudden the island pops up and says, oh, by the way, you're going to hit the island. Thanks, game. Thanks. That needs to be changed. That needs to be faster because it's really frustrating. But here we take a shot with the front guns. As you can see, abysmal dispersion. And then we're going to try to swing the rear gun around and see if we can't hit the main battery again. Actually, I think we're going to wait initially, and then we're going to use the plane here because I really need to take that one of those guns out on the front of that Grosse Kurfürst. Just have to. So here we're going to go ahead and fire the guns at the main batteries. We do get it. We get a sizable chunk off of them as well. And then while it's damaged, we know he already DC'd recently because we set him on fire a minute ago. We fire again with the rear guns, and we manage to completely destroy one of his main guns. And that's going to be huge because now we've got the Roma here who is pushing up, hoping that he can beat my turret traverse. Unfortunately for him, he cannot. Wait for it. Pow! The power of Yamato strikes again. Now we are being pushed by the Edinburgh. We have thrown off some of his torps, but he is not going to miss again because he has this torps on the other side of his ship, and I am currently having no choice but to fight the two battleships. I need to get them because if I don't, they will delete me. Anybody gets the broadside of a Yamato, Yamato dies. But we're not going to let him. And we absolutely finish off the Grosse Kurfürst, and that gives us 216,000 damage, but unfortunately we're going hard to port, and we just can't avoid the Suetorps from the Edinburgh. Had we been able to somehow manage to avoid those torpedoes, we win this match. But unfortunately, it was just not meant to be. We weren't able to do it, but 216,000 damage done, taking out two battleships in very quick succession. Not quite devastating, or not quite a double strike, but as close to a double strike as you can feasibly get. And then, of course, the Kagero, who has, in his own fairness, done pretty well. He's got 3 kills. He's working on a 4th. But as you can see, I mean, he's gotten way too close to the Iowa. He didn't finish the Iowa off with that torp run. And that's going to be the end of him because we weren't able to kill the Edinburgh because we had to deal with the 2 battleships, and down goes Kagero. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We did everything we could, and we had a pretty good result. 216,000 damage, second on the team, 1,600 base XP. And as you can see, the last guy that came over in the Yamato, 800 XP. Come on, man. You get this week's Come On Man. So if you guys like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.